Peace, fam. Yo, I'm in the middle of watching this new Amazon Prime series starring Donald Glover of the famous ATL, right? And he's a rapper, sings a little bit as well. And in addition to that, there's another woman, Marva Erskine. I'm not too familiar with her body of work. I see she has maybe her voice over in The Blue Eye Samurai, which is on Netflix. And she may have had an appearance here or there on Issa Rae's show. I can't think about the name of that show that she had when I did a brief little view of it. But this series is based upon the Mr. and Mrs. Smith that initially featured Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, right? Remember that? It was a movie. And I like this series. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like this series. It's kind of a slow burn, but like in the original movie, they were spies who were married, and I don't think they didn't know that they were each other's spies, but then it came out and they ended up initially trying to kill one another, and then they went on this thing that got them together. But this one is interesting, right? They come into this marriage knowing that they're spies. And I'm gonna be honest with you, as I said before, I like this particular series. The writing is good. There's action, there's some suspense in it as well. But I think one of the major things I like about the development or the angle of this particular series is the way that they are highlighting the dynamics that exist in male and female relationships. If you ever been if you're married, you understand what it's talking about, right? But it's interesting. So they have all of this other stuff going on. You're trying to be these spies. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but there are these challenges that they're actually facing. And as I think about this movie, this is what come to mind when I think about this movie. The song by John Legend, Ordinary People, because I think that song really captures the complexity of male and female relationships, right? And in addition to that, the movie that Denzel Washington's sons played in David Washington, I think it's called Maurice and Maria, something like that. And that movie was very interesting. So if you can kind of mix all of that up, put a little bit of James Bond in it, you'll get what you're seeing now with Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Both of the main characters are hell of actors. They're very actors and actresses. They're good. The cinematography is good. Oh, they're in one country. It was just so beautiful. It makes me want to actually travel there. And I think this series really has the fingerprints of Donald Glover all on. He's a very great writer, right? And how just the complexities of it. And as I said, the acting as well. And the young lady that's a part of it, she's a very good actor as well. So check it out. You know, I think this would definitely be a good conversation piece for those who are married, those who've been in relationships, just to see those dynamics, because you see yourself and you see how sometimes little things can be made into something bigger, and how the need for us to develop skills to help us to be able to chart these relationship waters, right? The other thing is for anybody. I'm not trying to be like a marriage therapist or a relationship therapist, but check it out. And once again, it's on Prime, Amazon Prime. It's about 8 episodes. I'm on the last one, but it's Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Donald Glover. And also make sure you subscribe. Take a moment right now, stop what you're doing, hit that subscribe button, okay? Can you do that for me? I'm begging you. Also, can you also make sure you leave some comments? Let's have a dialogue about what are your thoughts about this. So this is your brother Willie Muhammad, coming from movies, music, and more. I got some stuff about music we're going to do, but I'm into these movies now when I have the opportunity, and these series. So what are you going to do? Hit the subscribe button and make sure you leave a comment. Peace.